Hi reception, welcome to your maths video for today. Okay, so now that we're nice and warm, we've done lots of counting, lots of number recognition, I think we're ready to have a go at today's maths problems. Now, you're going to need your number line that you created this week, so if you haven't got that now, pause the video and go and grab it, and then come back and join us because it's going to help us with our maths work. Okay, so we're all ready. We've all got our number line and you've all been sent some questions to do as well. So when we're finished with this video, you're going to do some similar questions to what I'm going to show you now. So as I said, these are some real world problems. Okay, there's some worded problems. And today they're all to do with penguins. Now we need to help solve some problems by ordering some numbers to find some answers. Okay, so I'm going to go through some with you and then I'm going to ask you to help me as well. So let's have a look at the first one. Now here we have a little group of penguins and the numbers on the tummies tell us how old they are. And the question says, which penguin is the oldest penguin? So if I look at this question, I notice first of all that the penguins aren't in order. The numbers don't go from smallest to biggest. I've also noticed that these numbers don't all go in sequence. So it's a little bit different, isn't it, to what we've done so far? So let's have a think about how I could do this. Well, first of all, the penguins are all in one long strip. So what I'm going to do to help me, and you can do this at home too, is I'm just going to cut up the penguins so that I can move them around and think about my order. So I'm just going to pause the video while I do that. Okay, reception. So I have cut up my penguins and I put them back in the same order. So the question was, which penguin is the oldest? Now, we could just look for the biggest number, but what I think we should do so we can really practice all the skills we've been using this week is we should put these penguins in order from the smallest number up to the biggest. And our number line is going to help us today, and also our counting skills, but also what we know about how the numbers look when they're represented with the numicon, because that will help us to think about the size of each number. So we've got one penguin who's 12, one penguin who's 14, one who's 9, and one who's 13. So the first thing we need to do is to find the smallest amount that's there. So let me have a look. Well, I can only see one penguin that has an amount which is one digit, 9. And I can go on my number line and just double check. There's 9. And yes, look, out of all these numbers, 9 is the first one I get to. It's the smallest amount. So I'm going to put that underneath to start my new order. Now, we've got left 12, 14 and 13. What's the smallest one next? 12, 14 and 13. Well, I can use what I know in my head, or I could go along my number line. So I'm going to go up until I see 12, 14 or 13. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 12. Here's 12. 1, 10 and a 2. So 12 is the next biggest number in our order. And then I've got 2 left. I've got 14 and 13. Well, I think I know what it is, but let me just go to my number line and have a look. So 12, 13. So 13 comes after 12. Look. So 13 goes there. I carry on, let's see. 13, 14. Look, we've ordered the numbers. Now these numbers go from smallest to biggest. They aren't in the same sequence as our number line because there is a bit of a gap here, isn't there? It jumps from 9, it jumps up to 12, and that will happen sometimes with some problems we encounter. So we need to be able to order numbers even if they aren't in sequence. So here's our question then. Which penguin is the oldest? So which one has the biggest number on its tummy reception? That's right, this one's the oldest. The oldest penguin is 14, and we know that because 14 is the biggest number out of the set. It comes after 13, 12 and 9, and we know it's biggest because it's further along our number line, isn't it? So there we go, we solved that question. Should we have a go at another one? Okay, I'll just get it ready for you and then I'll come back and join you. Hi, reception. So here's our next question. This question asks us something different. It says, which penguin is the youngest? Ah, the youngest. So that's the opposite to oldest, isn't it? We're going to be looking for the smallest number this time. And here are our little penguin friends. We've got one who's 15, 8, 16, and 10. Okay, so what should I do now? They're all joined up. It's going to be a bit tricky to sort these. What could I do? I could chop them up, couldn't I, and then put them on my board. I'm going to do that now, and then will you help me to solve this one? Thank you so much. See you in a moment. Okay, reception, I've got my penguins ready. I need to now order these because I want to find out who is the youngest. So I need to put them in order from smallest to biggest. So let me see, what can I use to help me? Well, I know I can use my number line. I know I can use my counting to check. And I also know that sometimes the numbers aren't going to be in sequence. So I'm going to have to be really careful and look really carefully and check my order. So let's start by finding the smallest number. Reception, can you find the smallest number? Of course, it's 8. I can see that now. All these other numbers have 2 digits. Those are bigger, or 10 or bigger. 8 is a 1-digit number, so they come before 10. So down this side is our smaller numbers, isn't it? The amount starts here. So the amounts here are smaller, and then they get bigger as we go up our number line. So 8 is the smallest. And I know that because look, as I go up my number line, it's the first one I get to, 8. What have we got left to sort? Well, we've got 15, 16, and 10. Oh, 15 and 16. That's in order, isn't it? 15, 16. My counting helped me spot that pattern. So I think these two go together. There we go. I think I've done it, reception. I think I've ordered my penguins. What's that? Oh, I forgot to put 10 in. So where would 10 go in this order? Well, I could try counting, or I could look on my number line. I could even look at the number 10, see where it would fit in this pattern, because we know our teen numbers, don't they? They go up by 1 each time. So this is 110. That's it, 110. 110 and nothing. And this is 110 and 5, 110 and 16. I know, I'm going to count to see. So I'm going to start by 8 and I'm going to count up and see where 10 comes. Is it before 15, before 16, or after? Okay. 8, 9, 10. Oh, reception, I found it. It's here. It's after 8, but before 15 and 16. So it needs to go in between which 2 numbers do you think? Well done. It comes in here in between 15 and 16. So let's move that down. Here we go. We've put our penguins in order of age from youngest to oldest now, or smallest to the biggest number. So our question was, which penguin was the youngest? Well, do you know, reception? Yes, it's this one. And how do you know that penguin is the youngest? Well done, because it's the smallest number in our sequence, isn't it? We've put them in order, and here's our smallest number. So this penguin must be the youngest. In that case, thinking of what we did before, which penguin do you think is the oldest penguin? Well done, it's this one, 16, our largest or biggest number. And then we've got 2 other penguins who are in between those 2. Reception, you've done brilliantly today with those questions. I'm going to send home some questions for you to try at home. They're going to be questions about the youngest and the oldest penguins, and I might put in some challenges too with some other words such as most or least, okay? And the word most, remember, means the biggest, and the word least will mean the smallest, okay? So have a go at those challenges too. And I'd like you to come back and just join me for one last question after you've had a go at that, okay? I'll see you in a moment. Bye now. Hi, reception. How did you get on? Did you enjoy ordering the numbers? Were you able to answer the questions after you ordered numbers? Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I've got something on the board I want to show you now. I've got 4 more penguins. Now, here's my question to you. The oldest penguin is 12. Now, is that true or false? The oldest penguin is 12. Pause the video and talk to your helper. Do you think that's true or that's not right? And if you think it's not right, what is the right answer? Wow, reception, some great discussions. You're right, it's false. Mrs. Hutt made a mistake. 12 is not the biggest number out of these 4. The biggest number is 19. So this is the oldest penguin here, the one that's 19. And we know that because 19 is bigger than 12. 19 comes after 12 on our number line. And if we were to make 19 12 with our numicon, like up here, we can see that 19 is bigger than 12. So that means that the oldest penguin is 19 and not the number 12. Well done, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you on Monday. Take care now.